Nani? Okay. It takes 5,355 steps to hatch an Abra egg. Well, now we know. I just need to find out for myself. Naughty Nature. Okay, this one has Synchronize on it. Naughty Nature. Attack at the cost of special defense. At least the nature is synchronized. I think I'm actually going to go back to Pastoria Town so I could check the Pokemon in the marsh again. If it does have, whatchamacallit, Skorupi, I'm going to go capture Skorupi. Also, thank you for the host, Kiva. What is a good nature for Drapion, actually? With only one weakness, this thing is a powerhouse of a Pokemon. I think its speed is fine, but it might need, what is it? Increased special defense at the cost of special attack. Careful nature, too. So I basically need a careful Abra with Synchronize.
Hi, how are you?
They really don't want to make Skorupi available for me. It's going, Kiva. It's literally going. I was gonna start earlier, but then I probably got, like, too tired. We also determined the exact number of steps in order to hatch an Abra egg, which is okay. I know the exact amount of steps I need to take now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go around Sinnoh to see if there's anything else I need to get. That sounds like something one of the anime Pokemon would do. Ah, the good old days when hidden power was a thing. I don't want to fight that kid. I almost forgot, like, there's a good amount of trainers I didn't fight on this game. You know, what I can do is probably use the trade feature, but I don't want to, like, astonish people yet with that. Actually, do I even have an Everstone? Maybe I should go to the underground and get it. Wait, don't tell me I don't have an Everstone? I think I'm gonna return this to my other character. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of Pokemon I should just... There's a bunch of Pokemon I should actually, like, not keep anymore. Imagine Ghastly actually using Fire Punch. Wait, is it not the nighttime theme for Jewel Life City yet? I thought it would be. Interesting. Well, time to capture more Abras. Or Shinx in this case. Well, there's both Abras and Shinx on this route. Route, whatever you say, route. Which is very interesting considering it doesn't have hands. Until it evolves into Haunter in Gengar. Maybe it takes like less time to hatch a proper Shinx egg than it is to hatch a perfect Abra egg, you know? So maybe I should focus on hatching the Shinx egg, and then, oh, now that I think about it, maybe I could go for an Impish, because hear me out. When Shinx finally evolves into Luxray with Intimidate, those stats might kind of be jacked up. So, and because Intimidate lowers the attack, that might, and plus, that's also something I thought of for Gyarados, because Gyarados has Intimidate as well. Oh hey, it's the HM Slave. That might work actually, because I was like thinking of increased speed, so Jolly Nature. But then I thought it over again and was like, maybe Impish would kind of be thick brain because increased defense plus the ability to Intimidate to lower attack, that might be pretty good for survivability. But if we're going like full out PvP, then of course Jolly Nature would be the way to go. See, this one has Intimidate. Like, I don't mind talking about Pokemon and whatnot, it just comes to a point in time where it's, whether or not I feel comfy to, like, nerd or geek out about it when I'm doing my thing on Pokemon. I'm getting a lot of Starlies. And thank you for the epic rogue, Kiba. At least the first stage is hopefully easy. Oh hey, it's another HM slave. I don't know if we can actually make it work, but after trading the Dittos over to the save file, I'm low-key interested in seeing if I can actually raise a new deal, like a new Palkia. Which would be kinda interesting, not gonna lie. Because I know Ditto can hatch with just about any Pokemon. Let's see. Palkia has the best special attacker, of course. Ah, okay. Probably. Let me see. It's not good in the defense department. Probably a bold nature Palkia. I think Palkia's speed is okay. And its special attack and special defense are okay, but increased defense at the cost of attack might be pretty good for Palkia. So I could probably teach it Spatial Rend, Surf, because screw the accuracy of Hydro Pump. It's Hydro Pump is very strong, but 80% accuracy is ugh. But I mean, at the same time, Spatial Rend is 95% accuracy, as Man JTV says. If it's not 100%, it's 50%. Because it either hits or it doesn't hit. Let's see. What does the cinematic Palkia have as its moveset? I'm wondering. Palkia's moveset is Spatial Rend, Aura Sphere, Hyper Beam, and Protect. It's not a bad moveset. But why would you want to learn Hyper Beam? When you need to recharge the next turn. It's gonna be HM slave number how many now? Wait, let me get this straight. Does Abra not appear at night? Or does Abra still appear at night? Hold on. It's Route 203, right? Yeah, it is Route 203. Abra has a 50%. Oh, okay. Yeah, Abra could show up like all day. What the heck? But the problem is, we're still going to go into dangerous territory because once it's nighttime, the Zubat are going to come out and play. So this probably is not a good idea to like keep on trying to look for Pokemon in this place during like nighttime because Zubat or Zubat, you know? Zubats like to throw a wrench at people's catching plans. No matter what generation it is, they always have a way. I don't know, I low-key feel that the later it is during the day, like, the higher the chances are to... The higher the chances are, that... The higher the chances are... that other Pokemon may show up instead of Abra, because now we got our next Abra. This is the second Abra we found in the field. I think I saw, like, the percentages in the strategy guide, too. I think, like, there's a smaller chance of Abra showing up in this location in the game than the other Pokemon. In addition, we want to, like, sure, you want to consider the catch rates, but... This one's not... Okay, we got a synchronized one. That's a synchronize. What is naive? So naive is increased speed at the cost of special defense. There is way too few Pokemon who use naive nature. There's way too few. And I have a Pokemon on Pokemon... What is it? On Pokemon Sword and Shield that has naive nature for a specific reason. Okay. I'm gonna pick up the egg from the couple, actually. And then after I pick up the egg from the couple, I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna just close my game. It just doesn't feel satisfactory that, It just doesn't feel satisfactory enough. So I think maybe I'm gonna switch the parents around instead of whatchamacallit, instead of the Abras, we're gonna actually have a couple of... We're gonna have my Luxray, my existing Luxray, as well as one of the female Shinx. So we get some Shinx babies out here. And if we get the Shinx babies, hopefully the Shinx will hatch faster than an Abra. Well, there goes my Poké Dollars. Alright, let's do some Stream Raiders for real. Everybody's spread apart. I don't know if this can work or not. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's only like 2 tanks and no warriors. Well, that's that. Thank you to Kiba for 12 kills and 4 assists, and Altcaran for 14 kills. Okay. Hopefully they scale down the difficulty for us in the next level. Hopefully. Well, at least Toad Country is actually pretty easy. Every time there's a Toad, it's a pretty easy level, so... I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Okay, I'm kind of concerned, because that's a lot of beetles we have here. That's a lot of beetles. Ugh... Put nobody over here. Nobody goes over here except for... Except for any explosive units. Because I want them to, like, reach us over here. Yo, Narukami, thank you so much for the, whatchamacallit, the Epic Beast, Epic War Beast. We definitely could use those against the beetles. Alright, thank you, Altcaran. That's just as I planned. Okay, otherwise we should be okay. As long as we put nobody over there except for the explosives, we should be okay. I did have some tea earlier, but even though it's still the season of being a, it's still the season of having dry vocal cords. Okay, let's see how this egg is looking. So as I typed out earlier, I used the counter app in the game, and it takes like, I think 5,355 steps. Yeah, 5,355 steps exact to hatch an Abra egg. But all this effort for hatching an Abra egg, maybe it makes more sense to like put in more effort to hatch a different egg, you know? Oh, Pokemon. Gotta love them all. Gotta hatch them all. That's the new catchphrase. I mean, hatch phrase. Gotta hatch them all. You don't just catch them all, you hatch them all. There are times where you can't get the Pokemon you want just by catching, you gotta hatch it. Okay, now is the nighttime themes. Ba-da-bum-ba-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Really? I can't escape? I think I literally can't escape because of my speed. See, you listen to this. This is the Pokemon Center theme at night. This is very relaxing to listen to. It's kind of a neat attention to detail that the music production group, the music production staff, put in daytime and nighttime versions of locations for their music. Oh, I remember we could plant berries if we want to, except I haven't been really planting berries, I've been collecting them. The last game I know that had a touch of that was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, in which there's daytime and nighttime themes in Breath of the Wild and Hyrule as well. Other than that, I haven't really particularly experienced too many other Nintendo games that do that. Oh, hey, what's up, Ash? What's up? Well, that was fast. Your first Pokemon has my name, but replace the I with an AE. But isn't that gonna make your name Taka ever, Ash? No, it's replace the I with an AE. Wait, hold on a second. If you remove the I and Shieldon, that's like Sheldon. You don't replace the I, you just remove the I. Otherwise you're saying Shieldon. You're essentially like giving yourself an extra E for some reason. I mean, to be fair, like, that's also Plankton's first name too. Sheldon Plankton. There's also a person named Sheldon Cooper, I think. Oh, wait. What you been up to lately, Ash? Haven't seen you too much lately. Oh, yeah, no problem, keep it. Go ahead and take your shower. Showers are they're pretty good for the soul. They help to revitalize you and help you feel refreshed and everything. Why are there no Pokemon with warm body in this game except for Heatran? I mean, Flame Body. Literally, I have to beat the game in order to get a Pokemon with Flame Body. It's unbelievable. Well, I can't wait to actually beat my save file for the first time and after a whole decade of not being able to beat this game. Because I might have done it. I think I beat the Pokemon League in Pokemon Black and White. Then I skipped Black and White 2 and went on to Pokemon Y. Oh man, I should revisit my old save files and see what the heck I can do to them. Yeah, I definitely need to revisit some of my other old save files. I have my DS Lite out, actually. I need to do some trading as soon as my, if the egg fails to hatch, I need to restart my game. I think the local co-op feature should still exist for 3DS systems. As long as 2 devices are connected, then we should be okay. You been trying to download Pokemon on PC? Do you know which version? If you're trying to play Pokemon on PC, just know that depending on what you're trying to do, you can't be able to do co-op or PvP unless you can connect to a server, maybe. Naughty Nature and Naive. That's only a specific Pokemon, but by the least of it, this one has Synchronize. I will accept the Synchronize for now. We're kind of making progress in getting the Abras, but we're not getting the natures we want with the synchronized Abras. I think in every Pokemon game that I play, if it does have Abra, I'm going to actually make sure to collect the Team Abra, so that way I can properly catch the Pokemon with the right natures I want, but Naughty Nature, again, is way too specific. It's a very specific nature. For only specific Pokemon only. And apparently we still need to save a lot of data, but by the least of it, we got another synchronized Abra. So that's what happens if you actually, like, reject an egg from the couple. They will keep the egg and you can't be able to, like, get it. Any moment now, any moment that we could get another egg. As soon as those two can get along. Yeah, how are they gonna make the Poketch work on the Nintendo Switch? They didn't cover too much about that, actually. Not in the Pokemon Presents back on Wednesday morning. And now we have to wake up tomorrow morning for another video game presentation. Because apparently 9 AM East Coast time is a friendly time for people in Asia and Europe, I guess, but not for America. If it's 9 AM here on the East Coast, well, if for the people on the West Coast, it's 6 AM for them. I mean, by that time, they would probably wake up to go to work, but that literally is the time that people would wake up to go to work. Not to watch a video game presentation, unless they are under certain conditions they can't be able to. Yo, thank you for the lurk, Hotbox. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, how are you?
Did by daily on a voice call? Got you. Understandable. Oh, let's go ahead and give you a shout out. I want to see what kind of clip would play.
Moving, I'll get all like freaking, I'll be stupid and then I won't know what's moving and stuff. What the heck, dude, though? This is... Order.
Meow. long does it take for these two to get along and finally get an egg? What the heck? There goes, Takeover Ash. I was wondering if I could be able to answer the question, but... Maybe dude's still trying hard to get Pokemon on PC. You can play Pokemon on PC, it's just that, if you don't follow your specific set of directions, you can't play Pokemon on PC. There's Pokemon fan games that actually... Yeah, some Pokemon fan games are done pretty well. I think there's also Pokemon... I forgot what it's called, but... There's like a whole dedicated fan game to doing like PC Pokemon and Pokemon PvP on PC, you know? Makes me wonder if Pokemon Unite can actually work on stacks. Which is a pretty nice plus if it does, because that way I could team up for mobile with my Nintendo Switch homies, get carried, and not have to pay for Nintendo Online. That's the brain move. That's the major brain move. Oh my god, where are these eggs? Where the actual heck are these eggs? I swear. Oh my goodness sakes. Maybe I need to switch out the mother. Is it maybe because of the rivalry nature? The rivalry ability? Let's see if that works. Oh, there it is. There's the egg. Why does it still say saving a lot of data within like 8 minutes? I don't get it. That I don't get. Oh. Received the egg from the daycare man. Okay. Wait. I need to actually, from the moment I get the egg, I need to start the steps counter, so that way I can actually check and see how many steps it takes to hatch a Shinx egg. Which might take me a hot minute. forgot which one is this. Is it number 1, 2, 3? So this clock is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's number 4. Okay, let's see how much steps it takes to raise a Shinx. To hatch a Shinx, I mean. I'm gonna go to like 2,000 and see if we need any more steps, because it takes a huge amount of steps for an Abra egg for some reason. I have no idea why. Thank goodness WoW Charge exists as a physical electric move now, even though it's kind of risky to do so. I mean, Spark can still work, I suppose. Okay, that's around 1,000 steps. How are we doing? How are we doing? 1,000 steps does not work? Let's go to 1,500 steps. Or no, let's actually push to 2,000 steps. Don't tell me this egg is gonna take 5,000 steps as well. Sheesh. I wonder if Narukami's down to VC, actually. I think I saw him going online. Okay. Oh, hey, welcome back, Kiba. We swapped parents, so we're trying to see how many steps it takes to raise a, to hatch a Shinx egg instead of an Abra egg. The Stream Raiders battle is about to begin, so... Okay, we took, like, 2,500 steps, and it still isn't, like, letting us hatch the egg. Oh my goodness sakes, it's gonna take a lot of steps in order to hatch this regardless. Insane. Oh shoot, that's a frog skin. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit while you guys take it. So, best of luck. I'll go hydrate real quick.
Yo, what's up, Nintendo? Speedrunning? Oh, definitely not speedrunning. I haven't played this game in like 5-6 years, but I love this game. One of my favorite games. It's been a long time since I played it. I'm honored to think that you think this is anywhere close. It's really, truly. Want a VC for a bit? I would, but the problem is the way that my current stream setup is like made, I can't get game audio mixed with Discord volume. It's the way that my audio interface is. I'm trying to get it in one of my browsers, but because of that, I can't really do VC ever on stream, or else I get like a lot of issues. Yeah, I'm in the same state this time, so I don't have to walk all the way back here every single time. I don't care if it's cheating. That is pretty, yeah, I hate that it holds it back, honestly. But is there any way to get over there in time? Didn't think so, but I was kind of just wailing on this guy. I wasn't really doing a whole lot. Doesn't look like I'm finished the game. I'll be lurking. Alright, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, I just got back to my seat. I was turning on like somebody else's stream to see how they're doing.
Oh man. Only we chose an archer. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I was just like, if only you didn't choose a tank, because I was melee. Sure. Okay, let me just turn off my music. How's it going, man?
Not much. Just vibing for now. We're just vibing.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, just like I usually like stream a lot of Genshin, but I've been feeling pretty burnt out from the whole event where we had to like stream for like so many hours on several days for at least 500 Primo Gems, and anybody who gets like a thick follower load just gets like so much more Primo Gems. Like I've seen people like blurt out like how much they are so happy to get 1300 Primo Gems for streaming on Twitch for the Twitch streaming event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I could like get into it, but like I said previously, the other reason I just didn't want to get into it is just because like I mean I talk a lot of trash about MiHoYo, but that's, you know, like I said, that's like the other part of it is just like just because I passionately talk about how much I really hate about certain things doesn't mean that I completely hated this game either, or nor hate MiHoYo. It's just that, you know, like I said, it's like a thing where
Yeah.
I'm just a very heavy critic for something I really enjoyed doing.
Yeah, and like, let me put it this way, like, generally speaking, is that, like, everybody has their own way of providing constructive criticism, and the way somebody provides constructive criticism may not agree with the way of how somebody else would perceive the way that they would provide constructive criticism, because sometimes the way that content creators and influencers put out constructive criticism for a piece of media that they want to genuinely enjoy may sound very, very harsh, very blunt, like attacking the producer of said media, but sometimes that can be a case where they're just like that because they really care about the media that they enjoy and they want to, like, they want the media to do its very best. So I can totally understand that.
Yeah, exactly. That's like my stance. Like my take on, like, you know, like content creation for Genshin. It's just a thing where, like, I guess, granted that I still don't have experience is kind of another factor, but yeah, it's just something that I think it's at the same time, like, you know, because, like, and this is no offense to, like, nothing political, by the way, guys. Note this. For the record, because MiHoYo is a Chinese company, I kind of also was a little bit, like, on the fence compared to, like, if I were to, like, you know, be sponsored by Nintendo or, like, sponsored by Blizzard.
Sure.
Or something like that. Yeah.
That's totally understandable.
Mm-hmm. So, you just caught me, leveling up, working on, Diona, because, especially since for Spiral Abyss, Diona's kind of, like, will need to be... It has much more value now to offer to the table than before. If not, she's already had value to begin with.
Got it. Understandable.
Mm-hmm. What you caught me talking about earlier, too, was I had an idea for, what if I were to, like, build a team around, I call this basically the, like, Klee Care Services. Instead of Child Care Services, it's Klee Care Services. Klee, Diona, Barbara, and Jean.
I mean, that's...
And I'm not kidding you. Yes, there's a lot of healing involved, but think about it. Swirl helps with Pyro. You have melt damage and heal and a barrier to keep Klee alive. And then you also have Barbara, who can already provide Vaporize. Hence the idea.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey Zine, welcome. Well, if you're crazy enough, you can use Barbara to heal in the Abyss. Yeah. Or I could go Kindergarten team, yeah, that's true too. You're right. Miltendo's in here right now, by the way, so that's who you're hearing right now over chat. We're actually in Discord right now, just chilling.
Yeah, I'm just testing something right now with OBS because sometimes there's a thing with like because it feels like the overlay thing for voice chatting it still feels like very beta like because when I have my PNG file set to interact with me, it's like a private channel for me as well, but when I like try to sync it to this voice channel we're in, for some reason it's just not displaying, and it's very interesting because like if it works for one server's private voice channel, then it should work for like maybe it's because let me see how you set it up. Okay, I think I see it.
Well, alright, let's see. Klee, Chi-Chi, Diona, Sayu. You get the swirl, the heal, and the shield, but in a small package. That can work too, yeah. The only thing is that if I were to fix the team a little bit differently for especially for Chi-Chi, I would kind of make Chi-Chi a little bit more DPS like because Chi-Chi definitely would need to like help out provide damage for Klee. Because Klee would not be the only one who can do the damage at that point, or either her or actually no, Sayu actually has the kit to do damage in a very very unique way. Isn't Sayu support, or is she
She can be versatile depending on how you want to build her because she uses both elemental mastery and attack.
Yeah. So maybe she, like, her and Klee... Alright, so then I guess in this case, Sayu and Klee would be the, well, Klee is the main DPS, Sayu would probably be the sub-DPS.
Probably, yeah.
And then you'd have, like, I would still recommend putting, more DPS on Chi-Chi, and then have Diona do, like, all the healing.
True, understandable.
I still think that Klee Care Services is kind of a better, like, it kind of has a better idea on how to protect Klee, though. and keep her alive. Since Klee is very, like, I would say that, like, Klee probably has, like, is susceptible to dying the fastest out of all the characters in this game.
Meanwhile, I'm in a time where I'm just taking a break from Genshin just to catch up on some Pokemon.
Yes. You know, I was looking through the Japanese, Play Store, or whatever it's called, the, marketplace for Nintendo.
eShop.
eShop. I could not find the game.
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl?
I'm trying to look for the, MOBA game.
Unite, Pokemon
so that
Unite.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for Pokemon Unite so that I can, play with other streamers. Like, I wouldn't be able to, like, stream the game myself unless I get myself a, Elgato. But, I want to at least test out the game in general, just in case, like, other friends want me to, like, play with them.
I think it was pretty neat that's, I actually, like, predicted that I was gonna get, like, I self-predicted that I was gonna get a mobile port eventually because of, like, how it's generally formatted. But, I think it's gonna be pretty neat for people to, like, join with mobile because, like, they can really bypass on having to pay for Nintendo Switch Online, so they don't need to pay for Nintendo Switch Online to play Pokemon Unite from mobile devices. It probably seems like it's going to run best from people's, tablets as well.
Oh, tablets too.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that right, folks. You know another thing that they could do too, and it actually could work? Have Nintendo make an auto chess-like game, kind of like similar to TFT, but instead, like each new format every single time would be like a new region. Like first season would be Kanto region, second season will be Johto, third season you see where I'm going from here, and then
Yeah.
maybe like every now and then they'd be like, okay, this one's gonna be a little bit more of a special season. Like, what if it's like themed to be like a specific like thing going on? Kind of like similar to like what League of Legends already does. But yeah, I'm showing that they could literally do a different take on the game.
Yeah, I think I see.
Weaknesses, however, that would have to be a different thing to do.
Yeah, I think I see where
Sorry,
you're
go
going
ahead.
with that.
Yeah. 'Cause I've also thought about like if like TFT, if there was like a TFT but Genshin instead. Traveler would probably be would always be the first character that you get, and then after like a few games, after like a few rounds, you have to choose which element Traveler will commit to, and you can't change it afterwards.
This egg takes the same amount of steps as an Abra. What the frick? Oh my god, it makes no difference.
Remember back in like Kanto region, it just seemed like all psychic type Pokemon were just super OP.
Gen 1 was a completely broken time. It's like legit a time when like not a lot of mechanics were set in stone.
I think to this day, I think Gen 1 is probably the most OP and the most like broken generation compared to everyone else. Everybody else is like all trying to like flex like, oh, we look really nice and cool, and then you just see like Gen 1's like, you know, takes a page out of Yu-Gi-Oh's playbook, like, oh man, you haven't been around since the first days of when everything was broken beyond belief, and you'd basically have to be a Super Saiyan to get on our level.
Yep, pretty much.
Which it is still true to this day that you can't argue with Gen 1. Not to say that I'm like, you know, like I like, you know, stand for Gen 1, but like I'm being very, very flat out honest. I mean, I love all the other gens and how they look, but Gen 1 definitely takes the cake as far as OP mechanics go.
Yeah, and they didn't really start to conceptualize how Pokemon should actually look until like the anime came out, and then they saw the anime as like, okay, let's just follow the direction of what the artists have been doing for the anime.
Mhm. But I did a TikTok recently, right? And the TikTok has me talking about Pokemon and how glad I'm still, how happy I still am, like that it's still out and it still exists. It's just crazy to just think to this day, like, you know, I'm almost 30 years old next year. And to think that Pokemon is still going really strong, if not even stronger than when I remembered when I was like, it came out in like 1995, right? 1997?
Yeah, it's like during the times when I was just a wee little one.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I've been around. Like, the day that they decided to finally end Pokemon would probably be the saddest day ever.
Well,
But
it's still going on, and at the
Yeah.
moment, the Pokemon Company really wants to profit off of, just like with any other game company, they want to profit off of people's nostalgia, so hence, we got, after 15 to 16 long years, we get a remake of the 4th generation from 2007.
Yeah. They're gonna, like, if anything, they're always gonna reintroduce the old regions just to, like, you know. Because the geniuses behind Pokemon are always coming up with something creative to, like, you know, like, keep pushing out the product further. And you know what? I'm all like, just take my money. You don't have to, like, argue to me why I should buy this product, because I will. Yes, folks, there you have it. If I were to, like, if like Pokemon, like, honestly, I really like Genshin Impact, but nothing beats Genshin Impact doesn't even beat Pokemon by a long shot.
Yeah, I don't blame you, I don't blame you. There's always, like, because of the way the Pokemon Company has been performing lately with the Pokemon games, a lot of fans really take action and just, like, make their own games to, like, fill in the gaps and, like, correct any errors that, like, not MiHoYo, the Pokemon Company, and it's not just Game Freak, because Game Freak are developers. Like, the overall body is the Pokemon Company because they own everything from the trading cards to the TV show to, like, anything related to Pokemon. It's just that when it comes to game development lately, there's been a lot of factors.
I'll redo Abyss. Maybe after I level up Diona. I need to bring up Diona to level 9. I want to bring up Diona to level 80. And then at least give her a decent kit to go in with. It doesn't have to be fully decked out or anything, it just has to be a decent kit. I mean, I have a good amount of days left until the Abyss resets. Alright, sorry, let's continue on with Pokemon.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying in general that, like, the fans who really who really put out their own projects and everything, it's because a lot of people do care about the franchise succeeding, and there's just always bits and pieces of what makes the game special for every generation that the Pokemon Company just ends up, like, throwing away and, like, removing if they don't carry it over to the next generation. And right now, people are having, like, huge anticipation with the Generation 4 remake, because it was a period of time when they started to have a lot of the individual values and the EVs and battle stats and whatnot started to become really concrete for Pokemon PvP. And also at the same time, at least they're really looking to improve the co-op features that Generation 4 has, which is a nice thing. But again, like, there's always still the anticipation of, like, is the main story of the game still going to succeed? Is it still going to actually continue pretty well from the in the post game, because they haven't completely addressed the post game yet. And in addition, people have this specific kind of expectation, because the previous remake that people were completely hyped up for was Aurus, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire for Generation 3, and people's disappointment started to surface through when there was missing features and bits of details that were missing from the original Generation 3, which kind of made it, like, at the same time, separate from the original Generation 3, didn't feel like a completely paid homage to the original generation that it was, like, remaking, you know?
They're always gonna I feel like they're always gonna just face a lot of different kind of criticisms, and they're trying to like make the best of what they got. And I guess to like an extent, like I guess we can't really hold them. I guess the best way to say it is we can't really hold them accountable that much, because I mean this game is kind of a the kind of like love, like, you know, like the kind of like their heart, like the kind of like love that they had to put towards this game is like not as easy as it is to, like, you know, like I guess put it out as like and this is really hard to explain because this is like one of those things, like it goes with like the previous thing on what I said about MiHoYo earlier. It's like we criticize and we talk like, it may come off as like a little bit harsh at times, but we talk about it so passionately because we really love Pokemon.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, I'm able to connect with my other save file on my DS Lite. Oh man, this thing is ancient.
And of course, well, and as another reminder, guys, as much as I really like Persona 4, yeah, I mean, I fanboy hardcore for, like, Atlas games, too. But this is kind of, like, the same as Atlas games, too. Like, I know they're not perfect, either. They make really good, solid RPG games that, like, when I was playing their turn-based games for the first time, I just thought, like, damn, like, they definitely had the better idea on the game than on the mechanics than Final Fantasy themselves, because like you don't really see like I remember back in the days I didn't really need to buy potions to, like, you know, remove like certain ailments, as opposed to like Persona, because Persona made me choose those ailments. I'm just going off on a little example here, because the other thing that I would criticize about Persona a little bit is that sometimes certain ways of how they did the story, like the storylines, probably could have been touched up a little bit and refined just a little bit more.
Right,
Like,
right.
Yeah. And of course, same as Final Fantasy, they could have, like, of course they have a really, really good storyline, but maybe they could have touched up on mechanics a little bit more on their end too. So back to Pokemon. Alright, so some of my other criticisms way back then were about Pokemon was sometimes, like, when I was playing the Pokemon TCG game, yeah, there was a fair amount of, like, skill involved, but the other thing that I would also criticize about them, too, is that there's literally some things that they could have really have decided to fix to, like, make sure it's not a completely luck-based game, because I remembered one time, literally a Whalmer deck went into the tournament, a $20 deck beats, like, decks that are, like, $100+ to build. And that pissed off a lot of the players in the TCG player base that year.
I see.
But I mean, on the bright side, it kind of gave the people who are budget deck builders hope, and, you know, that there is a god out there that. But then, you know, it's like the whole it really devalued a lot of cards too at the same time. Let's be honest.
Really now, Kiba, really?
Yes, and hello, Kiba. I hear you from the I kind of not necessarily hear you hear you, but I hear your presence from Nintendo. Hope you're doing well. I snuck into your stream earlier and placed units down for you before I switched to captain.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
actually... Did I even start the other battle yet? Or no?
Okay, moment of truth.
I didn't. Oh,
Okay, now to see if
let me start that then.
I am
Sorry about that, guys.
I am so gonna run out of Poké Dollars. I only have 47k Poké Dollars left. I'm gonna be poor. love how
I don't know how that feels because I still haven't gotten back into I still haven't done so much Pokemon gaming in a while.
Well, the Poké Dollars is like it's like their take on the Japanese yen, right? So like if you basically replace yen with a P that is literally the same thing as the yen symbol, but you know, then you can like think they could start to do the money conversions between USD and the Japanese yen, you know?
Oh god, you have literally had just done something for my brain. Okay, guys, hear me out. I'm not kidding you. What if Pokemon decided to start their own kind of like, you know, like their own take on cryptocurrency?
Oh my god.
You know how like you know they're gonna break the internet, and they're not just the internet, they're gonna break the whole damn world if that ever happened. I want to hear Kiba's take on this. Kiba, I know you're not in my chat, but at least Nintendo, do tell me what his take is on that, because that would be very, very.
It would be very intriguing, very interesting. Like, I mean, they already got like bad guys who work in the criminal underworld, like very famously Team Rocket, but like...
Yeah. Just imagine, like, they decided to start cryptocurrency with, like, and call it the Poké Dollars or something like that, or Pokecoins.
Pokecoins.
And you actually can trade that online. Like, I just imagine, like, I could just imagine all, like, the Bitcoin exchange apps just
You know,
going
it sounds like
fucking
something...
nuts.
It sounds like something that, like, the Team Rocket's talking Meowth could profit off of, considering that Meowth's ability is literally to, like, make you richer from finishing a battle with Meowth, so...
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah,
way too coincidental to call it the Meowth coin. Wait. If it was actually under Team Rocket's control, they would call it the Rocket coin or something. Something
fair.
coin. It has to be something coin.
Something coin, yeah. It has to be something. Or Pika coin.
Nah.
Because it's Pokemon Company. Well, maybe not IRL. I mean, I could, like I said, I can see it happen IRL because Pokemon, like, it's like they literally have that kind of, like, power, or almost could have that kind of power to do something as crazy as that.
Right.
But, God, this puzzle's actually really difficult to do.
Okay, wow.
Sorry, I'm also at the same time as we are talking about something, I'm actually doing something timed at the same time too, and I'm using Mona to like help me through this.
Oh yeah, I don't like the puzzles in that specific area that you're doing. I just haven't like done too much puzzles in general. Let me see. Oh my god, I only got 2600.
Oh god, I did it. And I had to, and it's crazy because like you actually have to you have to use Ayaka or Mona to do that puzzle. I'm like, I don't, unless you can
Kaya?
bring in a boat. Oh, okay, so you can bring in a boat, but it's just easier to just do it with,
Characters.
Ayaka or Mona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sure, and also like, there's also the Kaya Animo Traveler combo too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I only have 2,646
Yes,
Poké
Scene,
Dollars
I know.
left.
I just would rather just do it with characters, just the hassle.
Okay, so if we take 2,646 Poké Dollars, turn that into Japanese yen, that'd be 2,646 yen. In US dollars, that would be 20-something dollars? Oh boy.
Really, just imagine. Oh man.
Yeah, so basically now my trainer only has basically $24 US in his pocket after spending so much money to raise Pokemon at a daycare center. Oh, the reality.
What if like that is like their way of farming cryptocurrency or farming Bitcoin? Is placing your Pokemon in a daycare service. Oh man.
Well, time to see if this old-fashioned method still works. Oh, actually, I should do this with my Torterra as well.
I'm gonna drink a whole bottle of soy sauce if that ever if that actually does happen. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Trust me, I'm not. I don't want all that sodium.
I already saw like somebody in a movie like injecting soy sauce into like their arm as part of the scene. I'm like, oh god, please don't tell me you actually injected soy sauce in yourself for the scene.
I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know what to say about like
I'm speechless. As you guys can tell with my with my facial expression right now on screen chat, you can tell. Sorry, my eye's a little bit itchy, but you can tell. That's something I definitely can't unsee now.
You know what like people can't unsee?
No.
I'll just be direct.
Okay, fine, tell me.
It's Rule 34 of Pokemon.
Yeah. That's already been a given, like, how long ago?
I mean, sure, there's the characters. Like, I'm fine if the characters are just being human and just being romantic with each other, but the Pokemon? Or Pokemon human things?
Oh, the internet. Why you gotta ruin everything?
Indeed.
What has they done to you? Aren't they not to be offended?
Okay, let's see. Apparently, a legendary dragon prefers to play with my Ditto more so than the other Pokemon. Okay, that kind of sounded weird at first.
If you guys know Futurama, please tell me you know this reference. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. That's me right now.
Right now, I decided to put my legendary Pokemon in with a Ditto. I'm like, how the heck is this gonna work? How the heck are they is an elderly couple capable of watching over a legendary dragon that controls space? You have to question so many things in the Pokemon universe. Like, how the heck do people let a kid just waltz right into their home without their doors locked?
Yeah, and then you can just casually talk to them, and they're just like, oh, hey, how are you doing today? Whereas in Genshin Impact, they'd just be like, what the hell are you doing on my fucking boat?
And like, what are you doing climbing my walls?
Yeah, literally, they just like get pissed off and are like, what are you doing here? Okay. And then they're like, alright, do this for me and then I'll let you stay on.
Well, at least now in Pokemon Legends Arceus, they finally give you the mechanic of actually getting hurt by Pokemon attacks, because you're not starting out with Pokemon, you have to like go after Pokemon like a ninja and actually catch them with your own skills and stealth.
Have you ever heard of that one Pokemon knockoff, by the way? That is on like the I'm pretty sure it's on the App Store for those who are iPhone users, or like on the Google Play Store.
There's like a bunch of different knockoffs. I know the most popular PC like fan game that's like very inspired by Pokemon is Temtem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to get into Temtem, but for some reason I just couldn't bring myself to get back into it because of how I'm still like very, very drawn back to like OG Pokemon no matter what, and I have a hard time like really accepting like, unless it's really like kind of connected to Pokemon. Like I think there's like Pokemon Uranium, that's also a fan game that people like love to play because you can actually do Pokemon like PvP on PC directly within the Uranium servers, even though they issued a takedown of the game.
There was this one game that was like, it was basically like if Pokemon and horror were to be like, you know, like kind of like a dark atmosphere were to be like put into the game. And I was gonna buy the game for $1 just to try it out for myself. I think it's called Evertale or something. And I saw the video for it, and I was like, this is creepy as hell, but I'm not gonna lie, this actually does look really cool to play. But after looking through the reviews, I actually just heard it was literally not like what it was supposed to be like. And I'm like, really? Because that would have been like a really cool game to play if that was the case. If like that was literally like not like you know, that was literally like what they were advertising in the first place. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought
Oh, good.
I randomly play app games too, and there's this one game I've been playing recently, and I just see that ad every now and then. I'm like, it looks so cool, but I'm just like, but I don't know if I want to take the risk of being disappointed or not.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of what is it called? Yeah, fake reviews for a bunch of different ads, just for the sake of like paying people or like to write like positive reviews to get it pushed on the app stores.
Oh yeah, there's that too. The fear of like those kind of ads. Imagine asking some guy named Joe to like go and say like, oh yeah, I like how the game mechanics and art is so beautiful. And then Joe has to like make another like account and just say that his name is like Cam or something like that. Why is this thing not shocking me? Oh, I think I see why. I'm doing another Relay Stone thing, by the way, if you're kind of wondering what I'm doing.
No red ants! I hate the red ants in this campaign. I hate them. Okay, now it's just the black ants. There we go. That wasn't too bad. That stage literally could have been worse.
Let's see if anybody placed in mine.
Besides me, so far there's still time for yours.
Yeah, because the last time we messed that up hardcore when I was like, oh. Well, then I needed to do that balloon buster. You know what? I don't really like busters in this game that much.
Yeah, they're just expendable like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I actually don't really like legendary units too much.
You can't even get scrolls unless you actually get them from specific events and stuff.
Yeah, like, the mage just seems like the only one that I would really care about, because everybody else just seems like, meh. Well, actually, no, the guy that does the cannon, like, with the cannoneer, I forgot what you call it.
Artillery.
But, yeah, he has artillery. He actually does something, and I think him and, like, the mage are the only ones that do things. Everybody else is just kind of like, meh, to me. Because you have, like, musketeers, and you have, like, the, it's not barbarian. It's the not Viking. Is it Viking?
Berserker.
Berserker. Berserker does more for your team, does damage, and can also buff your allied melee units around you. So he just provides more value to the table than the legendaries themselves, and I just kind of find that kind of ironic.
Right?
There may be a bigger picture I might be missing here, but I'm just saying, guys. And then another streamer said that that using Vampire is actually kind of trash, to be honest.
Yeah, without Vampire being at a higher level, it's just like there are other tanks that just out-tank it.
It's just like the only reason Vampire is like I guess okay is good is just because like only way for Vampire to be good, yeah, you need Vampire at a higher level, so it's like a late game unit to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause like in this stream, like when dungeons was a thing during the event, actually one other streamer was able to get into dungeons with no problem at all. I don't know how, but I'm just assuming it's Stream Raiders having its beta moment again.
I'm just stretching. That's why I said weirdly.
Oh, I thought somebody was like, I don't know, checking your teeth. Like you're at the dentist and you're streaming while like talking about Pokemon. Like I wonder how you're able to stream while they're like working on your teeth.
Lol.
Like, you know, like the dentist, like they're trying to like talk to you sometimes, and you're just like,
Oh, goodness sakes. Okay. Oh, I need to trade my starter back. Okay, if I trade my starter back, I can get back a starter egg. Dang it, my starter wasn't female, so I can't breed with... It's just a weird picture if you decide to, like, place a Ditto with a male Pokemon. Like, wait. How the heck does that procreate?
They can do the Bow Chicken Wow Wow at the daycare.
I mean, but then again, it's like... It's also, like, the question of, like... You put a male Gardevoir with a Ditto, and Gardevoir like can be both male and female, even though it has feminine features. And that almost sounds like a Naru nut.
I actually also need a healer, but. Me being the genius I am, being a obvious genius I am, I decided to make my team all glass cannon, almost complete glass cannon, and just only relying on Zhongli's barrier. When Zhongli is not even built just to provide barrier. Thanks to me having Skyward Spine.
Oh, with all this talk about Pokemon, you actually got a Pokemon skinned player on the field now in Stream Raiders. Nice. Wait, whose skin is that? Wait, what?
I was actually thinking of spending some money on Stream Raiders, but I'm not. I don't know. There's not. There's not enough for me to like buy anything yet.
The only value you're gonna get for your buck right now is just getting the upgraded battle pass. Everybody else is like, well, if you got the money to spend for somebody's skins, there's that. I just got gifted my skins, which is why some of my characters just look unique, because I just randomly get gifted skins in very popular Stream Raiders maps, and I'm pretty grateful for the generosity.
Sometimes I think they have like the gift bombs, like you know, like sub bombs in other people's chats.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I think that's what happened, because I got gifted on my friend Mia's stream.
Oh, yo, you actually got like this other unit on your map. It actually belongs to an actual Stream Raider streamer. Hold on a second. That's their own skin.
That might, like, let's see, that could be Cam Tokos. Oh, no, I see it. Oh, okay, so from an actual streamer's, Poco Mom.
Yeah, that's their actual skin.
Nice.
Huh, interesting.
I actually, sometimes I go to, I usually tend to drop for streamers that I'm friends with, or other people that are like, you know, smaller, you know, like in smaller, like, campaigns.
Yeah.
Just kind of like as like a little gesture to like, you know, like, I just kind of show my support for all the others too.
Oh, they are an actual person on... Wait, hold on a sec. They are an actual person on Twitch, but they don't have their stuff archived. Interesting. That actually, like, throws me off for, like, a lot of Twitch channels, is when, like, they're trying to get themselves out there, and if anybody wants to see what their content is, they don't have the archive feature turned on. It's like such a basic feature that, like, how are you gonna let people know, like, what your content is about if you don't have any of your, like, past broadcasts or any clips archived?
I know that some streams, like, I think I can kind of understand if it was, like, a stream like the, hot tub and pool streams and stuff.
Yeah, but when there's like legit no copyright music and you're having a really good time with like people on VC, or you're really expressing your big brain self on a game that you do enjoy playing, but you don't have any videos archived, like Pokémon has their own skin, and they have like...
I see where you're going with, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, Pokemon has their own skin, and it's because, like, they're a partnered stream raider, but at the same time on Twitch, their presence is kind of lacking because they don't have their stuff archived, and they just only have, like, 600 followers for some reason, which makes me kind of question their legitimacy as a stream raiders captain.
Oh yeah, do you also follow Cam Toko?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I think his name is CamTLOL. Something like that. I keep forgetting the name, but I usually just refer to him as KMT or something like that. I'm still kind of like relatively new to the Stream Raiders community, guys, so bear with me here.
I mean, it's all good. Like, a lot of people who participate in Stream Raiders usually tends to come, like, those who are organically as part of Stream Raiders don't exactly, like, don't stick around with just interact with me. They're just there for Stream Raiders, but I still don't mind, like, interacting with people from Stream Raiders regardless, as long as they're not overly obnoxious about me, like, ignoring them and just not starting the matches on time and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then I'll forget to start the match just because I was in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, if we're...
I'm like, I would be considered, like, in this case, like, the kind of, like, the, semi-casual.
Yeah, I agree. If, like, someone's really focused on the game they're playing, they're focused on the game they're playing, and that really shouldn't be, like, it shouldn't, like, still cause somebody to be triggered and say, oh, just start, and that'd be, like, their only message in the Twitch chat, and that's, like, not coming off as a polite individual anyways.
I mean, if it was only just, like, one time, like, last night, or yesterday, I just had somebody just politely ask me to, like, start it. And I was just like, alright, that's fine. Otherwise, if I have, like, an individual like that, I actually learned you can ban those kind of people.
Yeah, you can ban people on Stream Raiders, and I had to, like, learn that from, like... I was, like, I accidentally misplaced a unit in, like, somebody else's map, and I had to, like, go to their chat and be like, oh, sorry, I didn't really mean that, and... Yeah, they had a whole period explaining that, like, they're trying to restart their Stream Raiders dungeon.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to intentionally lose so that they can,
scale down the difficulty and everything, yeah.
Yeah, scale down.
It is a smart play, though. It is a smart play. Wait, why am I biking back and forth? I'm not hatching an egg anymore, and it's such a struggle in Generation 4 because, interestingly, in Generation 4, they have, like, so much new features, but they forgot to expand the Pokédex in Diamond and Pearl. So they had to, like, do it for the third game in Pokemon Platinum to have a more expanded Pokédex so people don't get lonely, especially when... If you don't pick the Fire Starter, the only other Fire Pokemon you can get in the base game is literally Ponyta Rapidash, which is from Gen 1. And at the same time, Generation 4 introduced, like, so many new evolutions to Gen 1 Pokemon because, like, this was the time and point where the Pokemon Company is, like, starts to look back at the Kanto region and be like, what can we do to improve the Kanto Pokemon to, like, factor in people's nostalgia for Gen 1 again? Well, let's make them evolve a third time in a row. Or Gen 2. Gen 2 as well.
Crazy that the Leyline guys are actually, like... Some of them were actually, like, level 98 earlier. Like, what the fuck?
I noticed that, like, the two samurais that are in that specific spot in the last island on that one ley line are just, like, level 98. Like, I can take them down, but, like, they're, like, Spiral Abyss level for some reason.
I'm like, why are they Spiral... Why are some of the ley lines Spiral Abyss level? Like, I don't think they really necessarily need to be Spiral Abyss level.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
definitely
when you're trying
agree.
to farm for experience, but then they're just like, no.
Yeah, I agree with that. We just go into the Pokemon
like,
Center one more time.
If you're gonna make me do that, you better give me more experience cards for it.
I agree. I think I'm gonna do one more trade with my other save file, but not before I use my action replay.
Okay, I have completed... I think I'm just gonna complete her so that I can bring her up to level 70.
Oh my goodness sakes. You know one of those like hardware attachments that you can attach to your handheld game cartridges to put in cheat codes and whatnot?
Yeah.
I have one of those for my DS. I paid one of my classmates to see if he can actually get one for me, and he like came through, and I still have it to this very day from a whole decade ago. And I'm about to do something off the Twitch thingy that will be kind of nutty. It's really comes in clutch so much because it helps you to get like a lot of TMs, especially if you like to train your Pokemon different moves over and over, and at the same time, if you're so obsessed with Master Balls, you could just get like the max number of Master Balls, and if you really need to level up your Pokemon in a pinch, just get the max number of rare candies. Oh yeah, you can like code in whatever legendary Pokemons you want to appear in the wild. I think I actually really like cheat coded the heck out of my save file Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Pearl is a lot more pure though. It's still like mostly uncheat coded.
The Genshin Impact cross Pokemon crossover is all we needed. Fan art wise, yes, but maybe not gameplay wise. I'm not.
It feels extraneous for them to do and work on it. They'll probably find it a pain in the butt either.
Like, I would wholeheartedly be cool with like, you know, see like artwork of like let's say like Traveler, like imagining Traveler like Lumine or Ether, but like in like Pokemon, you know, like training out like clothes.
Or a design of the
like
Pokemon style too, yeah.
Yeah, in design of Pokemon style, yes, that would definitely be 100% for that. But gameplay though, that's gonna be a little too cumbersome to like try to comprehend everything there.
You know, speaking of crossovers, let's actually get into that. So apparently, here's something that wondering if they're going to present like in the presentation for like later, which is tomorrow morning for me, is if they're actually going to showcase Alloy or not, because like in 2.1 next, PlayStation people are going to have their free 5-star Alloy, and in 2.2 everybody else gets her for free, which makes me wonder if they're going to present her in the presentation or they're going to avoid presenting her to not alienate everybody else from the PlayStation people who have their own exclusive goodies for having Genshin Impact on the PlayStation.
Oh man, I'm considering getting myself a PS5 to also have Genshin Impact on it too. But I mean, at the same time, I did intend to buy a PS5 eventually anyways.
Yeah, now cross save is available finally. But just keep in mind that your PlayStation exclusives only work on PlayStation.
What do y'all think of 1010? I've heard of 1010, but I've never tried playing 1010 before.
I've seen gameplay, I just haven't like gotten it either. I just keep on like looking to see like how often it gets discounted. It's like, will I ever get it? Will I ever get it? Like, I'm still playing Pokemon. Will I ever still get it? Because Pokemon is the original experience too.
Real quickly, I'm gonna also shout out Melvocado_TV. Melvocado_TV has last been seen playing Metro last night. If anybody knows any of the Metro games and would like to talk Metro with him, please go check out his channel. Thank you very much, and thanks, man. But I'm here for you. I'm here for you too, baby.
Okay, I think the last thing I'm gonna do is actually let me actually finish saving. Wait, actually no. If I exit out my game now, am I gonna be back in the Pokemon Center or something?
Okay, I need to maybe get another ley line here. I am literally pissing away a ton of resin because I just want to level up one specific character.
Ooh, it's the Persona Q2 3DS theme on my interface this time. Nice.
Persona Q. I need to finish that game. I still have that game on me. I just need to finish it.
Yeah, and the art style of the pro tags and all the other characters here are really adorable.
It's so damn unique. Like, I literally bought the collector's edition just because, like, I just like Atlas as creators in general.
Understandable.
To the point that, like, I whale a ton of money just to, like, you know, show my appreciation for their company and the games they make. 6 minutes before I can do another ley line. Yeah, so you're doing ley line farming too, like I am?
The only
Alright,
what is it? I'm trying to think of what I was trying to say.
Interesting. How about we do high ground? I have the high ground.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
Remember, the reason that Simba and what's his face? Simba and Obi-Wan won the fight is because they had the high ground.
Of course. No, oh, yeah. It was like, it was both Simba and Mufasa. Yeah.
No. Zine, what I was talking about, I mean, Scar, yes,
Scar,
had the
yeah.
high ground, but then after Simba beat Scar, then Simba had the high ground. And got revenge for his dad. Oops, that was a spoiler alert.
Oops. Then again, Lion King stuff is common knowledge at this point. What's up, Dark Tiro?
It's
Why are the toad, like, literally in this campaign for Stream Raiders, like, why are the toad maps, like, literally the easiest? It's all you have to do is just shoot at the toads and they're insta-dead.
In general, I feel like this game is so heavily shifted towards archers. I'm just saying, guys, like, everything, like, almost everything is, like, all about range. And that just could be just me, maybe just not playing this game long enough.
I'm all about that range, no melee. I'm all about that range,
Yes, yes.
no melee.
Literally, they've only been about melee, and I'm like, or no, about range, and I'm like, honestly, I like a lot of the rogue units.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm more of like I'm more in the lines placed down for in Stream Raiders, like a lot of rogues.
Oh, a lot of my ranged units aren't ready, so I'm just gonna make this toad eat this buster for now.
All right, yes, that's fine. That's fine. I see your buster.
Oh wait, somebody wants me to do a magic trick. Well, I guess we have to do a magic trick, and if anybody's
Everything is range. It always has been. Yeah. If there's also FPSs too. Hi, Kyle.
Well, if nobody knows what kind of magic trick I can do, for anybody who's lurking on my streamer who wants to watch in the next few seconds while I play it, this is how we do a magic trick.
Check out Meltendo's stream if you want to see the magic trick, by the way.
Yeah, I'll just...
currently playing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do like one more trade and then I'm just gonna switch games. Well,
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
no, it's okay. It sounded like a, you're about to do like the most epic laugh of the century. That's what it sounded like.
You know, everybody makes fun of my sneezes. Chat, I'm pretty sure you know this at this point.
Alright, well, time to show everybody this magic trick I could do.
How about a magic trick?
You know it's serious when he does that.
I'm gonna make this Twitch bot disappear. It's gone.
Ta-da! Now it's gone. So,
well, chat, did you like it?
So to anybody who wasn't
to
anybody who didn't see my magic trick, basically I just like edited the heck out of that Batman Dark Knight scene to just put my face on Joker's face, and that's my magic trick. That was good. That was so good. Now to turn the sound back on.
You know, everybody talks about Batman, everybody talks about Superman from DC. Nobody's talking about Green Lantern. I actually like Green Lantern.
Which Green Lantern are we talking about here is the question.
Oh, very good question. Because, I mean, I like the Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
I do, forgive me for forgetting the name, but I remember the other Green Lantern from the Justice League when I was young.
Yeah.
Watching that on Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah, the African-American dude. I know who he is, yeah.
He was fucking cool.
Yeah, he's
Changed my mind.
He actually, like, was presented first in, like, major media before, like, Hal Jordan took some spotlight. And now Hal Jordan took some spotlight as well thanks to that very unspeakable movie.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have any dive balls on my diamond save file? Oh, I gotta change that real quick. Hang on,
Yes,
guys.
chat, I actually like Green Lantern also.
Hang on, y'all. I need to go ahead and, quote-unquote, modify my save file real quick.
Also, who's the other guy from, the one that basically looks like Robin, but is basically an archer instead?
Basically an archer instead? You're talking about, Green Arrow.
Yeah, like, basically Robin, but with arrows instead.
Yeah, Green Arrow, who's married to another specific individual in the Justice League and whatnot. Everybody's connected in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, like, too much Justice League media for a while. I haven't seen, like, the Snyder cut of his movie. I've been mostly, like, binging, what is it, Young Justice Season 3? And I really can't wait for Season 4 after I finish binge-watching, Young Justice Season 3. They did major work on that series. It's amazing. And, I won't say any more in case nobody has watched the series yet, but it's definitely one of my favorite iterations of Justice League and, potentially members of Teen Titans as well in that show.
Yeah. Also, of course, the Flash is also really fucking cool too. Let's not forget the love for Flash too.
Okay, for real, I need to go ahead and step up real quick.
Go on right ahead. So I also had to like off topic guys, I also had to like tell my friend about like my friend was giving me like this protein to take for my for working out and everything, and I just somehow forgot to take it back with me like to my room last night. We were working out together, I was doing circuits. Alright, sorry for the off-topic thing. Just spontaneously had to answer a message on the spot. No, I kind of want to wait and maybe... Yeah. I think I'm going to do that instead.
And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Does anybody want to eat mushrooms? That's a good question. Mushrooms can be good, but a lot of people just don't like them for their earthiness. That's the thing. Don't tell me if this actually requires this method to work.
I don't know why. Well, actually, no. I think there's like the reason why people don't like mushrooms is just some that little strain, like that taste, that specific taste. And yet, like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't think you've ever had a portobello mushroom before, because portobello mushrooms are really good. Like, you know, especially like the portobello mushroom burgers.
Right.
Then again, my mom and dad were like, you know, like the typical like Asian parents they are, and you know, like, just try it. But no, guys. Just note that, like, we don't eat everything either, so... It's just that, like, I guess our cuisines, we just generally have, like, all different kinds of, like, unique tastes and flavors and everything that we can eat almost everything. Besides being an adventurous eater, though. Mushrooms come from shits, though. Yeah, but, I mean, I'm still alive, so...
You know what's really interesting is that, you know how, like, for a lot of old video game consoles, a lot of people would use, like, the blow in the cartridge or blow in the gap, blow in the slot that you put the cartridge in to make things work?
Yeah.
Apparently that seems to be the case for me and my DS at the moment, in which I literally need to, like, blow on the cartridge, oddly enough, and where you put the cartridge in to make things work.
Oh. Okay, I know I'm using a lot of, fragile resin, but this fragile resin is gonna come to good use, trust me. That, and I should probably switch characters to Diona, just so she could at least get these levels. But, I mean, at the same time, like, I guess the brown stuff, as I would just call it instead, just to make it at least, like, does not sound so bad.
Well, if you want to be technical, fecal matter.
Yes, is supposed to help for fertilization for plants. If you know how, you know, like, decomposing and everything goes.
Ah, Pink Power Ranger, thank you for the epic berserker.
So let's not forget that, chat. We can be adults and be very, very mature about this.
Verify you being a human. Follow Nintendo if you are a human. Yes, we accept anybody who is a human and fellow Kinoko around here. That is the Japanese word for mushrooms.
I can confirm. That is because I study Japanese.
Of course. Like, I've been running out of ideas to, like, figure out, like, what the heck do I call, like, people in my quote-unquote community, and then I was like, oh, why don't we just use the Japanese word for mushrooms?
I'm just thinking, like, you remember this? Badger, and mushroom.
I don't think so.
No? It's like an old Newground thing. Come on, somebody tell me y'all remember Newgrounds. I used to be around when Newgrounds used to be a thing. Until, like, you know, basically, like, Flash became dead all of a sudden, but, I mean, you can still create games, yeah, but it definitely isn't like before. Where we used to live in an age where video games was expensive, and when we didn't have enough money to buy games, we just played on Newgrounds. Man, like, I remembered those days. Especially, the Madness series. I actually like the Madness series a lot. Oh, another puzzle. I don't think I've done this one yet. Oh, great. It's one of those.
Press and hold the A and B buttons. Continue holding both of these buttons. Turn on.
Just have to figure out how to solve this damn thing. Oh, I think I figured it. No, I haven't. They have to face the same way. Maybe.
Hey, maybe my thing is actually broken. Shh. I mean, this thing is from a decade
Or
ago.
to focus on this. I need to fix this a little bit more. Maybe adjust this again. I have too many to adjust.
I'm trying to see if my action replay is still working, Kiba. I think it might low-key be broken. I mean, this thing was from the previous decade. I would not expect it to hold pretty well anyways. Oh.
They all need to face a specific direction together.
Are you doing the crossbows thing again?
Oh no, I already did the crossbow. I'm doing the blocks.
Ah, yeah. Those are a pain.
Yeah. It's like one of those, like, I solved it, but I don't know how I solved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Continue holding until it powers up.
And those electro sigils, you gotta bring them all the way up to 50 to make sure they got their full value. So, if somehow a stream goes on past 12, I'm actually really tempted to order on some food delivery app, and maybe do a little quick mukbang while I'm playing a game.
Well,
If I were to do that, guys, what food do you guys want me to like order? Because maybe something like traditional Japanese or something like that, or something that you can order, I guess, in Japan. I believe they do have Cocoa House Curry too. If anybody knows Cocoa House Curry. If you don't, then, well, guess what? You should know, because Cocoa House Curry is a really, really good Japanese curry place.
It's funny enough that Cocoa is also the name of a bubble tea brand as well. Funny enough.
I feel like they've kind of, like, there's a lot of names, similar company name things here and there, like, almost everywhere. Did you know that, speaking of which, did you know that there is literally a rock band, I think it was, like, this rock band in UK or something like that, that is named Hadoken? And I don't really know why they call themselves Hadoken after, like, you know, Street Fighter. I don't think it's intended for that, but I just kind of find it interesting that they named themselves that way, and I just randomly happened to have found them on the internet.
Rest in peace to all these years of coding and stuff on this thing. Oh well, time to put my starter back anyways.
What also doesn't make sense to me is Guns N' Roses lead guitarist named Slash. And note that my previous like handle used to be /X17, and some people were asking me if I was like a Guns N' Roses fan. Nothing against Guns N' Roses, but I'm like wondering, like, how is Slash related to being a guitarist if I don't see him having like a sword or anything like that?
Right?
There's some things that just don't make sense to me sometimes when they make names for certain things.
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Coco, though, I am not entirely sure about Coco House, because I don't see them, like, making coffee or anything like that out of, like, cocoa beans.
But technically,
Or serving chocolate.
but you know in Persona 5 that the curry that they make is like, it's like coffee, espresso-infused curry, right?
Ah, right. Yeah, that's true, too. There's that. And that's related to the Illuminati. Why? I don't know. I just see Kyle Poop just put up the Illuminati symbol, and I'm just kind of wondering, like, wait, how's this related to the Illuminati?
Usually that symbol tends to mean that somebody is lurking, or like, but yeah, I don't know why they decided to put that Illuminati symbol. It's also like literally from the dollar sign as well.
Mm-hmm. But if it is about money, then you know what, I agree. He said the other thing, so I'm assuming it's about the money.
Alright, time to return my starter to my original trainer. Ooh, 3D
Alright,
models
so
on
I
it.
have completed, what have I completed? Right now, I am just trying to, like, wait for my resin to, like, go up all the way to, like, 20 on its own. Oh, wait, no, it already has.
Oh, whoa.
Well, what I mean is the resin before I used my fragile resin, which I really don't like using fragile resin, but
What can you do?
when it's, yeah, sometimes when it's for a character, it's kind of, you know, like, it does give back the value that it's supposed to be for. Right now, there's not enough events that are given, like, right now I'm just waiting on Battle Pass. Impatiently.
Let me also remind to people on my side that 3D Pokeball, anytime anybody sees 3D objects on a DS game, it's like, these kind of graphics just blew people's brains back in the day. Well, then again, there's a lot of 3D when they put, like, Super Mario 64 DS out on first, and it's, like, they really added more to, like give you much more bang for your buck on the DS version of Super Mario 64 for the DS, which makes me wonder why the heck didn't they, like, remaster, like, do an HD port for Super Mario 64 for the DS version, because it gives you additional characters, it gives you additional stars, gives you additional objectives, like, more to do if you want to, like, speedrun the game. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm just, like, expressing my way of providing constructive criticism for Nintendo as someone who's really genuinely enjoyed a bunch of Nintendo titles before really becoming an enthusiast for PC games as well.
I mean, there's a reason why you're called Nintendo.
True. Okay, I think as soon
there's
as
another puzzle that I didn't do here yet. Wait, didn't I do this puzzle already? There was another chest here, that's why.
Alright, I'm gonna leave my starter Pokemon with the Ditto. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't want to picture that. I'm gonna leave my starter Pokemon with the Ditto at the daycare center and see if we can get an egg. And then afterwards, I'll do some Stream Raiders and then I'll raise the egg some other time.
You know, Pokemon's daycare center is like equivalent to like love hotels in Japan. There, I said it.
There's been like
And I'll probably never
YouTubers.
say it again.
There's YouTubers who do like want to like show the general public like, hey, like if you all want to see what a love hotel is like, all right, let's like bring a camera into a room and actually show you what it looks like inside and like what these products do, what services they have, like how's the quality of the stuff they provide, etc., etc.
Very similar to a Pokemon daycare.
I like watched you know Abroad in Japan,
Yeah.
and that voice actor guy Connor, they went into a love hotel and I'm rather surprised they get actually quality food at the first hotel they went to in comparison to the crappy one they stayed at like afterwards. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm just going to make sure that it does work out, and I'll come back to the save file some other time for the supposed baby that hatches. Oh, come on, game.
Yeah, I get like a lot of ley lines where like they have like they have one with like that present the Kairagi in it, and then I get one where it's like just Hydro Slimes are just easy to kill.
Game, why are you saying that me taking my Pokemon out of a PC and giving it to an elderly couple to raise them is called a lot of data? I don't get why this game calls a lot of actions saving a lot of data sometimes. Then again, it was a DS cartridge, so I can
Wasn't
kind of
there-
understand the limitations.
Wasn't there a actual... I did find something else earlier. Where the hell was that? I think it was up there. I found another Shrine of Deaths. I need to get to that Shrine of Deaths because I have a Shrine of Deaths key.
I haven't used any of my Shrine of Death's key. I've been mostly saving on my Primo gems. Well, oh yeah, so like getting back to like Genshin-related topics and whatnot, I am very curious as to what's the order of the banners they're gonna put out. Like, I really hope that Kokomi is first, just so I can still have some extra opportunities to save for Ball, because I think, honestly, because they also presented it in the official Discord server, Kokomi, Kujosara, and then Ball, and it kind of feels like that might be the order they'll probably present them in for the general public, considering they presented Ayaka first, then Yoimiya and Sai.